Hey, what's up?
I'm so mad with you. I've been trying to call you all day.
Yeah, I tried to call you. I tried to text you on the other number,
Uh-huh.
a while ago, and
Uh-huh.
and you never text back.
Oh, okay, I didn't get it. I was like, man, what's going on? Like, I really had to check on you because, like, I called you about three times because I was watching, like, these two videos. And, I was trying to show you, remember the girl was talking about the moon and I was talking about how the moon is always over me? They made a video, talking about the moon and those stars that, those drone stars and stuff. So, I was like, wow, like the person is talking about the same thing, like how the moon has some type of meaning and how it's, what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, but I was driving, so I couldn't really get into the video. So I think I sent it to you. I'm not sure, but I think I sent that video to you.
Okay. Oh, hey, you want to jump back into the conference?
Yeah, of course I do. Yes, definitely.
Hold up. Let me call and then okay, hold up. Let me call
They've been on me all day today now. They've been on me today.
he-
So, yeah. They
hold
all
up.
over me. Okay.
Let me call the woman and let me call Donna and then we'll call the other woman.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking about the same one from last night, right?
Yeah, all four of us
Hey,
again.
listen, look, this is what we need to do too, because they're gonna try to cause all type of conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we don't like reach out to each other. I think we all need to give an email today. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's give an email. Because you have all our numbers, but I think we need to like feed each other with an email address or something. Like, you don't think so? Because I think they're gonna try to come with some mess. You know what I'm saying? Like to stop us from talking. And you is the key.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
cool. That's cool. I agree. I think we should all like be in touch with each other.
Yeah, because today when I couldn't get in contact with you, like I was like really like stressing it because I was like, oh my God, I was like, now you know what? We all just started trying to figure something out, and then I also watched the video today too where ABC News they had somebody speaking about the gang stalking too, but the gang stalking wasn't our gang stalking. It was like how they just bumping horns and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Like they bumping,
well
yeah.
that was a tactic. They were being gang stalked, but it was a noise that's called a noise campaign.
Yeah, noise. Okay, yeah.
Hold
That's
up,
what I heard. Go ahead.
let me get Donna on the phone, then we'll get the other woman on the phone real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, hold on one second.
Okay. Uh,
Hey, what's up, Donna? Oh, all right. So, that's three of us on the phone now.
what you say?
Donna's on the phone.
Oh, hi, Donna. Hi. How's your day been going? Always with TI. Okay. All right. Did you get the other girl on the phone?
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay. I gotta find a good camera because today, like, oh, you know what I noticed too? I think that the government putting out some new they putting out some new. Hello.
Hey.
Well, I live right next to the lake, and we have a lot of that, so I wouldn't have, thought anything of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
now there's four of us. She's on the phone.
Yeah. Hi. Hey. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, what were you? Everybody, you were saying earlier we should all change emails and stuff, and all be in touch with each other.
Yeah, we need to change emails. So like, cause I was trying to get in contact with you today, and I couldn't get in contact with you, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, nah, you know, if you get into a situation, we're not gonna be able to speak to each other. I don't think that will happen. Huh? I said, I don't think that will happen. So, did anybody come up with any ideas?
Yeah, did anybody have any experiences too, like that were different?
I mean, today?
Yeah. Did anybody's gang stalking change?
Hit me with coming up on me. My door, and I saw him standing on the back alley at the corner of the building. So he when I come out and followed me to the house and for me to get off the property, and that's what he did.
Wow, he wanted you to get off the property?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Everybody on the phone? Yeah, I'm still here.
yeah, so he wanted to intimidate
Hello?
he wanted to intimidate you to get off the property?
Hello?
Hello?
Is she still there?
I don't know. It sounds like two people.
Connection.
Hello?
Sorry.
What happened?
I don't know.
All right, so is there three of us on?
I don't know. I guess so.
Right. So who's off, Donna?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay, okay. And then from but the other woman from Florida, she's not on, right?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna try to call her. I should call her back on three-way real quick then. I don't know what happened. That was strange.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. My phone just clicked off. Like as I'm driving right now, like they have like all of these lines. The airplanes is like driving, drawing these little chemtrail lines. So I don't. I don't.
Yeah. Donna, you were saying that somebody was in your yard and they were trying to get you to go off your property.
Wow. What happens is I walk my dog. I come out either the back door or the side door of the building, and I walk around, and see there's cameras on our building parking lot. So today was the first day. If you know my habits, whenever I come home, I walk my dog after I come back up. And so when I walked out the side door, I was standing down the back alley at the end of the cone where you're supposed to be. And I walked out and I acted like I didn't see him. He down the block, the next block, you see on the side of the bushes, and he walked down the next street, and then I my phone, and he thought I would take pictures of the street and away. But that's how the me.
Wow.
He went to get me off the property to start.
Wow.
I figured out what they're doing. Yeah. I figured out what's all going on and what they've been trying to do. You know, put it all together. It's me, but I figured it out.
Hey, Kashana.
Yeah?
You were saying kind of the same thing, right? Like today, the people were staring at you.
Yeah, like I told you when I was outside waiting for the Chinese guy to come, like the people across from my building, he came outside and he was just staring up at the window at me, and then he crossed the street and got closer, and he tried to come into the stairway where I was at, so I ran up the steps and went to the elevator. And then the other guy that I told you that's always like talking to me. He was outside the building when I was walking up, and then he tried to walk behind me when I was going to the side door. So I ran to the other side, and I went through that door.
Wow.
It's like an echo.
Yeah, I heard it a little bit too.
Hey, Cassandra, remember yesterday when you were speaking about the moon always over you and stuff like that by your window? Yeah. Yeah. How about I seen a video today where somebody was explaining about the moon. It have a certain meaning to it. They was speaking about the drones and about the moon. I sent the video to Jamal's to his phone, but yeah, they was explaining it. It's something demonic. Really? Yeah. I was watching it today, and I was like, wow. Yeah. Wow. You gotta send that link to me, Jamel. Yeah. Me too. I want to see them. Yeah. They were talking about, they say that those drones, something about it's the camera or whatever, which I know that, you know, it's recording everything, but it's something demonic. Like, I guess it can change your thoughts, change your moods, and, like, you know, stuff like that. It's crazy.
Hey, earlier I text Kashana, and she texted me back, and she said wrong number. And so I was thinking, like, they hacked her phone or something, or, like, somehow, like, they had got to her or something like that. Like, I was like, wow, man, that's the exact thing that had happened to me before that.
Yeah, I remember you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people put out my phone, so I didn't get your number on my phone. That's down. And if somebody playing with me. That's down. They do that all day to me. All day. Yeah. All day, yeah. Spam likely numbers, and I get a new phone, they end up hacking into that one. Yeah, so like if an unknown number calls me or anything, I just automatically block it.
Yeah, I get a lot of telemarketers that sometimes.
That's down, yeah. That's down.
Yeah.
And whatever they know that you like with me, I was trying to go back to school. So I guess they knew that I was trying to go back to school. So I started getting a lot of phone calls about like school and stuff like that. Like when I call the number back, it would say something about school and stuff like that, or like healthcare, and because I had went to school for the nursing stuff. So I was like, wow. And then when you call it back, it's just the answer machine. My next door neighbor out there in town, she keeps going. Huh? My next door neighbor, the one that moved, she wanted to move in there. She had apartment. It was bitty guy next door, and she keeps going. I keep catching her up to fucking car. And for some reason, like where I stay at, all of my neighbors are starting to move. Like this year, like both of the two neighbors that's right directly in front of me, both of them moved. So it's like, you know, the area's kind of clearing out, and I don't like it because, you know, we're going to be alone, you know. It's not going to be that many people to see what's going on.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Hey, have you, like, There's been like a recent outpour of news related incidences like all over the news where they're talking about how people are being stalked at college campuses and they're being cyber stalked, and it appears to me like they're talking about gang stalking,
Gang stalking, yeah.
but they don't want to, but they're scared to say gang stalking, so they're trying to explain it in a different type of way.
Absolutely, yeah. I know that too.
Right.
But you know what? If you see something like that, I think what you should do is, because that's what I do, because I want a lot of people to know about it. Like if I see a big story on YouTube where they're talking about like politics, I wouldn't talk about my gang stalking. I would be like, yeah, I would mention something about the helicopters following me and stuff like that. The drones, I would let them know that the stars in the sky, those are drones. Those are not really stars. I would speak about it on different, YouTube comments. Yeah, I do that. I find that you have to approach people and believe me, I for me, I'm real, we but learn that when it comes to the gang stalking, real stuff with it.
Yeah.
Like if you immediately about like helicopters up in you, that's because it costs money to get a helicopter up the ground. So they're thinking, well, they don't have that kind of money to spend on you. To them, it's outrageous. But if you like on the inside, I'll to the listen. And I don't know, but somebody was just talking about it, saying that the government just they're trying to get a couple of trillion right now for the government, and I'm like, that's probably like to go ahead and like target some of these, gang stop some of these people with all the stuff they use. Because trillions of dollars, like, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. Trillions of dollars?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And I mean, like, it's like spreading so wide right now, the gang stalking stuff. It's spreading like huge. Yeah.
Just imagine how many other people are getting gang stalked and they don't even
And they don't know it. They don't know it. No.
Yeah, they don't.
How long didn't know.
I saw an article. It was like it was on. I saw an article where there's a website about gang stalking, and on the website it was going back to the 90s, and it was under mind control, but they were talking about gang stalking within the mind control article, and it looked like a lot of this stuff had been going on for a long time.
Oh, yeah. This goes back to the Mormons. Think of the Mormons and how the Mormons did it.
The Mormons did it?
Yeah, let me explain. Mormons, the older men wanted the younger women because they could have multiple pursuits. So what they would do is they would run the younger men who 19, 20, 25, start to realize too, and run them set that it's good out of their area in these missions, sorry, and they immediately leave their and have to go off and while they were gone, they get talking to the class. They thought the men married up all the younger women because they're basically known as pedophiles. 50, 60, 50, all married 16, 14-year-old women. Yeah, do your research. It goes all the way back.
My computer went out.
I'm on a conference. I can't help you.
You will help me.
I
I
can't.
have to get on here to post. Why is yours working and mine?
I don't know. I can't. I'm on a conference.
Come on, help me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Huh?
Who was that? Your mother?
Yeah, there's something wrong with her computer, and she was telling me about it. Hey, can I do this? I'm on a speakerphone, and then this is recording. Can I just leave the phone right here, and you guys keep going without me, and then I'll leave, and then I'll come back, and then when I come back, I'll jump back on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody go ahead and lead the thing, and I'll be right back.
So, what is called the voice to skull? Have anybody experienced that? I haven't experienced that yet, but I heard of.
No, I have. I have. It seems like it's like the voice to skull is like when you hear like it seems like you're thinking the thoughts, but it's not really you. It's like somebody else that's putting those thoughts in your head, and you could actually hear them in your mind. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Oh my god! Have you had the dream where they interrogate your dream?
Huh?
What they do? They come in your dreams. You say what? Oh yeah, that's the they could touch they they will dig you up at that point and then either inflict fear, start looking your subconscious, breaking up so bad.
Yeah, I can't hear you that good.
Yeah, my phone is breaking up like all
Okay.
of a sudden.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
What you said? The phone was breaking up.
Yeah, the phone is breaking up so bad.
It's like
I can hear bits and pieces.
yeah.
We can't make out the full sentence.
I can hear.
Better?
I can hear everybody clear.
Yeah, a little better. Yeah.
I can hear everybody clearly, but I just keep hearing a
Yeah, I
slight.
can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear.
I just keep hearing a slight echo in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better. Let me use my headphones. Let me turn my headphones.
Hey,
I'm getting a lot of sharp pains in my body today too. Like a lot of sharp pains. Like you feel like they.
Yeah, I get them in my feet mostly.
Yeah.
And then like I get like this tingling feeling in my head.
Yeah, I get that.
hey,
It feels like
oh, go ahead, Kashana.
it feels like somebody's like running their fingers through my hair, kind of.
Yeah, but I watched a couple of videos today, and I noticed there's a couple of people they started up little groups and stuff like around their city for the game stalking and stuff like that. So that would be a good idea if we can do something like that in our area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find a way to huh?
Cassandra, what is your email address, if you don't mind me asking?
It's KashanaBanana@gmail.com.
And how do you spell that? I can't really hear it.
It's KASHONA.
KASANDRA?
No, KASHONA.
Oh.
And banana at
ONA.
gmail.com.
Banana. At what now? I'm sorry.
Gmail.com.
Okay, I'm sorry. Excellent. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's somebody else who wanted to come in to the conference at 6:30. It was a woman from Michigan. I've been talking to her for a few days, but like we said last night, we were saying that we just wanted to keep it us four.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean I don't care. Crazy. I don't care.
I don't care either.
What's her situation?
She lives in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is like about an hour and a half from me, and I saw her. She was explaining her story, and I saw her talking in some comments on YouTube about how she was being gang stalked, and basically the city that she lives in, all her neighbors are gang stalking her, and then like she said, the cops were gang stalking her, and she said that she was trying to get help and no one would help her, and basically like she's just starting to figure out what's going on, and she's trying to get insight from other people about how they're getting through their gang stalking so she can have a better clue of how to get through it within her own life. Like she's looking for like a community of people to speak with about it.
Yeah. Okay, bring her in then.
Right, she said at 6:30. But you know, it's like we're all going through gang stalking, and we're all going through like they use the similar tactics on us. But it's amazing.
Yeah, we are.
You know, it's amazing how like we don't even know each other, and we're all from different places. And
we're all experiencing the same thing.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
If we didn't have the internet, when if this was happening like back in the 80s or like the early 90s or something, and you know, and we didn't have the internet or anything, we would have no way of we never would have even talked.
Exactly.
That's scary.
Well, that's why you go back to history and you see where gang stalking was very prevalent in different countries and communities.
Yeah.
It's only books. They didn't have wide communication like we have the internet.
Right. It's happened over and over again in different places. The only thing I think that's different now is they have the technology factor where, you know, somebody who's doing gang stalking can just do it off their smartphone. They can be shown where you're at and where to go and like what color shirt to wear and all this stuff. Back then, you know, they had to specifically train people to do it. Like, it was more, you know, the technology has made it a lot different.
Yeah.
Well, mine's more advanced than that. I mean, like, I thought all these accidents and this crazy stuff happening, that it became very obvious to me they were trying to set me up for paying way too much money out in car insurance, so I would lose my car and it would be unaffordable.
I've been going through that too. I've been going through the same thing too. It's always
it was worse, yeah. But see, when time went on, it's more than that. I caught my friend in communication and lying to me, and where she went was she met up with an insurance investigative fraud guy, and then that neighbor that hit me, that was the 10th time I've been hit, it was the second place where I live where a neighbor did it, and then he's been calling me a liar and like I say, gang stalking me, following me around, coming up to me when I'm off the property, saying stuff.
Yeah. Then I don't like dealing. That's one of the things is dealing with neighbors. I think most people who go through gang stalking, like you identify neighbors or you identify friends or you identify family as, you know, being people that you're around all the time. And when you have to deal with gang stalking, you know, I mean, not even just neighbors, just a family member or somebody, you know, if you go to a church or you work at a company and you got to deal with all these people around you stalking you, you know, it's tough because it's a situation you can't get out of. And on the streets, you can walk away. But if you live near people and they're stalking you, it makes, you know, you're not supposed to live near somebody who's stalking you. Stalking is supposed to be somebody who you don't know where they live. And if you live next to somebody who's stalking you, it's completely, it's crazy.
It becomes a psychological.
oh my God. I don't know what
I found out that I was paying $150 more a month through my insurance company I shouldn't have last year. That adds up to a lot of money.
Right. Yeah, A lot of people have lost their jobs over this stuff too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely. With me, every time they try to tear me down with one thing, it's like my mind thinks so fast. Like I'm a thinker. So like the minute they try to like stop me with one thing, my mind thinks real fast and I grab onto something else. I know they don't like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like
So
right
what
now,
is-
go ahead.
So what is everybody, has anybody thought of a conclusion as to stopping this?
Yeah, one of the things that I came up with was education. Like I try to create like educational format for the people in the public sector, and I'm hoping that at some point, even if it's not, I don't think it can be completely stopped right now, unless it's like,
It's not.
I think, but
It's not.
I think, but slowly but surely, like through educating the public, people will get a better grasp on what's going on, and it'll make it much more difficult for it to work as it's working now. Like it won't. Like I think in the future, gang stalking won't be as effective as it is now because more people will have awareness of what's happening to the person who's being stalked.
What I think is the only real solution to kind of like stopping the gang stalking is that we have to not only just put it out to the public, like really like put it out to the public. We need to go to like the lawmakers and stuff like that. That's what I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the laws are already there though. Like stalking.
Like the big time people, like the ones who's doing the investigation over the little Facebook thing, and those big time people. We need to try to get it out to them so they can start really seeing what's going on and be like, wow, like this is a really big problem. We talk about scientists and pilots and doctors and
Right.
big time people dealing with this.
So what about changing the laws for gang stalking and making the law even worse than what it is?
Yeah, and if you think about gang stalking, you're talking about people being drugged. You're talking about people having electronic weapons used on them.
Yeah.
You're talking about people being.
Conspiracy to commit murder.
Yeah, it is. It is conspiracy to commit murder. You're talking about people being.
Having everybody to turn on them, the whole family, like
Right.
people looking at you like you're not the same no more. Like you don't exist.
Yeah.
So why can't we form groups that can investigate these issues?
Yeah, that's what I think we should do.
Yeah, it's if you look at what somebody who goes through gang stalking, if you really look at all what they're going through and all what's being done to them, it's so horrendous. It's so horrendous. All the different things that have happened to me since I've been gang stalked,
On an everyday basis.
it's like horrendous. It could fill like a 10-part series on Discovery Channel or something. Like it doesn't it's insanity. Like it doesn't all.
I started breaking down crying today. I was crying today. Like I just kind of broke down, but then I had to get myself together real fast and be like, no,
Yeah, you can't do that because that's what they want. You can't break down. You gotta be strong.
I'm real strong, but
Yeah, I mean you got
dealing with personal things. You know what I'm saying? Like dealing with personal things, like relationship, finance. Thank God I'm a thinker, so like it don't hinder my finances too much. It do at some point, but not too much. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of stuff I'm dealing with. Whether it's my child, they have it to where your child can turn on you, or where your child is acting different with you, or your parents, your sister, like, the relationship.
I've already been through
What time
all
is
of
it, you
that.
guys? Because my phone is like, my screen is black. So what time is it?
6:08.
Time.
Oh,
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania, so it might be like you're on the east. No, you're ahead of me. I'm in Michigan and I'm 609, so you're gonna be like 809 or 909, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
So you're saying that we should prove someone's case, it would take a team of people, wouldn't it?
yeah, a lot of evidence.
So why can't we get a team together, a gang stalking, we'll call them gangbusters, or stalking busters, and get a team together, form a team across the United States, volunteers.
We have to document everything, though, too. Document everything.
Well, I have all mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Is just document. You know,
Because we're going to end up reaching out to somebody that's going to see it, you know, like at the White House. Or, no, I don't even think the White House, but somebody's going to see it. And they're going to start, like, really, like, you know, reaching out to us, you know, like, wow, like, we didn't even know this was going on like this, you know, all over the world.
Well, what I'm saying is you have to bust through the first few cases in order to make a precedent in court, okay, in order to get the rest of them to go through. That's the biggest problem. So we would need a team of people to go into the most severe cases with the most evidence and gather it all together with those team of people and start going around and getting that evidence and getting it into court with an attorney.
if an attorney will present it into court, though.
Yeah, because sometimes they're involved with it, too.
Yeah, a lot of courtrooms know you'll be getting gang stalked, and they'll be gang stalking you when you're in the courtroom. I've heard stories about that going on.
Well, if you're used to it outside, it shouldn't be a problem on the inside.
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. If you're being gang stalked on the streets every single day of your life for years, you know, why wouldn't, you know, you might as well be gang stalked everywhere else.
So we need a federal attorney on our side.
Shit, we need some students. We need some people like that. That's definitely a good thing to have somebody, you know, who's involved with law to get involved. But it'd be cool to be able to have like a community educational building and be able to go in there and have somebody we can talk in front of a room full of people so they can understand what we're going through from our perspective outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like up front and personal. And if somebody says they don't understand gang stalking, we can say get up and we can follow them around the room with red shirts for like a half hour, and show them how it works. Take them out to the.
Yeah, we need video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Pictures, videos, yeah.
We should, but you know how they have mock courts in law school? They'll have mock courts, and it's not a real case, but they'll make it look like a real case so they can teach
Yeah,
law.
I know what you- yeah.
Yeah, we should have mock gang stalkings to show the people who don't know what it is how it feels. And after about a few hours of it, they would be like, "Wow, now I understand what you're talking about."
So more like a documentary.
No, yeah, a documentary would be good, but they can't feel a documentary. We should take people who don't know what gang stalking is and show them what it is, and so they can feel it. Because they can't, for some reason, people aren't feeling these YouTube videos. But if they can go,
I think it'd be better for the videos, Jamal. It'd be better for the videos because showing them they can't see how the helicopter's following them.
no, I'm not talking about using helicopters. I'm talking about taking them out on the streets and they can walk to the store.
Okay, take them on the air.
And follow them a few different places wearing red shirts and have the cars following them with the brightening and show them this is what's happening. And if they could experience it just for an hour, and they would be like, wow, now I get it. You mean this is happening to you 24/7 every single day?
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even them getting their food drugged, or getting electronical weapons, or getting death threats, or getting, you know what I'm saying, getting their house broken into and stuff. That's not even that. That's just being followed back and forth to the store for an hour.
I was thinking about hiring a private investigator and like having them to follow me for like a week straight, just to see how my everyday, like living go and stuff like that. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, but see, if you don't have an attorney to pull that case off, it's not going to help.
What do you mean, attorney to do what?
Well, you hire a PI. It's extremely expensive for a week. Okay? You have to get a case in court that's going to be precedent to break these other cases.
Right.
I mean, just to prove it, it's like, there's probably a lot of documentation a lot of people have already that can prove their own cases, but if we don't have attorneys or people to come forward for us to break the courtroom open, we're not going to get anywhere, to get any laws changed or anything.
Well, it's a good idea to get the law. Try to do something for everybody who's getting gang stalked, but it would be cool if we could just do something for our own selves, though. Like, if we can make a difference just between us four, then that would build a foundation later on for it to help other people. But, we should, like, if we can just do something for us first.
I was thinking that like a private investigator, like they can dig deeper, like they can be like, okay, well we know who, those, like they will be able to tell you who's behind, like who's behind it, like what security companies and stuff like that.
They might, if they're not already working, if they're not going to end up on their payroll.
Most of them already know.
Yeah, most of them. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Donna, you've been getting gang stalked for 10 years, so you know what I'm talking about. If the people aren't already in on it, they're going to be approached and they're going to be asked to participate in it in some way anyway. It doesn't mean that they're going to give you a bad private investigation. You might get they might still work for you, work for your money, and give you a good investigation, but they might be participating in it.
So how do we know like who's in on it and who's not? Like how can we find out? Like,
I mean, you just go and you talk. You go and you talk to the people. But see, this is what happens to me. If I go somewhere, say I got up right now and I wanted to go somewhere an hour away, even when eventually when I got there, the people in there would be participating in the gang stalking to some degree. If it's a private investigator, they're going to be getting asked from some outside source to participate in the overall gang stalking. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to work for me and help me, though. Like, if somebody's gang stalking me and I want to prove it and I want a private investigator, the private investigator will still help me and they'll still get involved most likely and help me prove it, but they'll probably still be participating in the gang stalking within themselves, like doing things in their own office. But most likely they would still help me, though. But then if I ever tried to make something out of it, they might get asked to do something to mess it up at some point. You see what I'm saying?
I think we can start by like going to some of the YouTube videos, like how they have the doctor, what's her name, Catherine Parson. Like she have a lot of good people behind her, like people that worked in NASA, people, like she have a lot of good people behind her that's trying to help out the TI.
Yeah, Dr. Catherine Horton?
Yeah,
Yeah. She has a lot of followers.
Yeah, we can try to connect with her type of way.
Have you ever heard of there's a woman online, her name, she goes by the name of Megs B. She's not being gang stalked, but she's interviewing people who are getting gang stalked.
What's her purpose, like?
Huh?
What is the purpose? Why is she doing it?
She's saying that people should be sympathetic to the people who are being gang stalked. She's saying that people who are being gang stalked are going through hell, and she's basically saying that regular people who aren't getting gang stalked should be sympathetic to that and listen to what they're saying and help them. And she's interviewing the people now. Huh? I can't hear you.
I said, wouldn't that just make her target?
I don't know. She's saying she's not being gang stalked, so I guess they haven't targeted her yet. You know, because there's people on the news who talk about gang stalking and they don't get targeted.
I'm pretty sure some of them are targets they don't know.
Yeah. Why would they not? They all cannot be targeted because they're like talking about it in time. So people that are being know.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. She's the second person I've seen on the internet who's not being gang stalked, but who's trying to create awareness for the people who are getting gang stalked. It looks like the public's starting to open up more and more to what's going on, and they're starting to say it's not right and that something should be done about it.
All the PIs need to have a rally right in front of the White House. Oh yeah,
That would be cool.
for real. I'm telling you, everybody get it. Better expect they're gonna use two weapons on you when you do it. It was a proven fact that the women that marched against, I think it was abortion, they all came down with breast cancer because they were hit with two weapons at some of the rallies later on. It was proven. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, that is
Wow.
That's,
Yeah, research is true. I was reading on it all. I know. I think that we need to be as sneaky as they are.
Yeah,
a lot of people in on it. A lot of people, because from my insurance to just a lot of different stuff. I noticed. I'm like, wow, like they trying to cancel my license. They trying to cancel my insurance. Like, just like it's just crazy. All of a sudden, they did that to me, and I thought they, like I said, I thought they were trying to raise my insurance rates till I couldn't afford it, which they did. It was $850 a month.
wow, really? That's
But-
a lot of money. It's almost $1,000.
Yeah, and then I found a car insurance.
Oh, wow.
And that's Florida. Florida's really cheap. But that's what I thought they were doing. I thought that's what they were after. And some of them were ridiculous. People just hitting me, like so obviously hitting me in my car, even when I wasn't in my car.
Yeah,
I'm doing all kinds of stuff.
Almost about to get an accident like every day, every second. The minute I look down, it's like a car stop right in front of me. And it's all the time.
And sometimes they have a camera in your car. They do. I'm not kidding. They really do.
Oh yeah, they do.
Mhm.
They got
How
cameras.
to get into your car, though?
When they've broken into your car and they've moved your mirror around, or they've broken in your car, you can bet they put a little dinky camera in there you don't see. They
There's-
only got these little pin cameras. You don't even see them.
There's a whole security grid already set up, like smoke detectors, cars. Yeah, there's a security. They've been building it in the infrastructure of the country for years, at least since. Like, remember that movie Blues Brothers? How at the end they were showing how they had secret cameras and stuff watching the Blues Brothers across Chicago? Like, that movie was made back in the 70s. The movie Repo Man was showing the same thing. That movie was made in the 80s. Like, there's already a secret security system set up around the country. Like, when they build houses now, when they build buildings, they got a secret surveillance system, and that's what the corporations are used to surveillance people. Like, the corporations can surveillance everybody all the time, 24/7. And they can do it so easily. So when you're being gang stalked, they're watching you in cars, they're watching you from smoke detectors in buildings, they're listening to you, around your phone, throughout your house. I mean, and you don't know it, but it's already there. But then if you talk about it,
How can they watch you through a smoke detector? Like,
there's a camera in it.
yeah.
There's camera.
Yeah.
No, there's cam.
I took my smoke detector down. I saw on the internet, and they said that they do it through your smoke detector.
Yeah,
I took my smoke detector down, and guess what? 2 days later, they had a whole alarm check, and the guy wasn't even from the fire department. 2 days later, the whole building, they had these alarms beeping, and they came in my apartment and went in every apartment supposedly checking. Come on. Well, they say to take a broom. First thing to do is take a broom, and as hard as you can, sweep thoroughly. Keep sweeping your ceiling. Crazy as it sounds. That's one thing. Second thing is take your smoke detectors down when they're not around, if you can get away with that.
Yeah, they can listen to you through. If you have an ADT security system where the alarm noise comes out of, they can listen to you through that. Yeah, anything with a speaker can be manipulated to listen to you through it, through your webcam. They can listen to you through that.
Your TV.
Right. And so the people, they listen to you talking and say you're going to a certain restaurant and you're talking in your house. Well, when you get to the restaurant, they'll have a network to put some drugs in your food. Like if you call, say I get on my this happened to me. My mother ordered a pizza and she called the pizza company or whatever pizza she got it from, and she ordered it and she went to go pick it up. Well, guess what? When I ate it, I got drugged. She wasn't buying it for herself. She was buying it just for me. And when I got it, I got drugged because they were listening to the phone call. They knew what company was the pizza was being ordered, so they networked through the management and put some drugs in it so I could get drugged. And so that's how they use the surveillance. See what I'm saying? They're using this stuff planning to drug you. That's what happened to me, at least.
That's why we have to have a meeting in a, I have a, what do they call it, a car garage? What do they call that, an underground garage? Across the street from me. And we have to have our meeting without our phones, away from our cars, in a car garage.
Right. Yeah.
But we need to be as sneaky as they are. What if we sent out a team? What if we started sending out a team in the morning?
Did y'all hear about what happened to Tom Cruise? He was doing something where they was trying to spy on the CIA. They had some little it was something. I mean, I don't know what kind of device it was, but they was able to spy on the CIA, and they raided Tom Cruise's house. They took a lot of people down, a lot of celebrities. Y'all didn't hear nothing about that story? It was about like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was the top Scientologist. Yeah.
I want to tell you this is a true story. What I went to one time, I was downtown. I walked all the way downtown to a Burger King restaurant, and I walked in there, and the people that were working there actually drugged me and drugged my food. And I told them that I might be drugged before I even ate the food. I told them who I was. I told them what gang stalking was, and I told them somebody may ask them to put drugs in my food. And I got drugged anyway. And the people who were working there were doing assignments and doing street theater on this. And I told them, and I walked across the street to the police station. I told the police that I ate there and I got drugged. And the police told me there wasn't nothing they could do about it. So I went to the hospital and they took my blood. Yeah, the police told me there was nothing they can do about it, of people drugging my food. And I went to the hospital and they took my blood. And then when they took my blood, they said they tested it for some drugs, but they didn't find anything in my blood. But the hospital told me, they said, we don't know what to ask, we don't know what to look for, unless you specifically know what drug they put in your food. We don't know if we have to know what to look for to find it. So people were drugging me with drugs that weren't traceable for the hospital. And so that's what the surveillance is all about, because they want to drug your food. They want to mess with you. You know what I'm saying? People are out there wanting to drug you. That's what they're using it for.
Me and my boss got drugged in Tampa. at a Taco Bell, and we were lucky we made it home because we were both really like we knew. So, one looked at the other one and said, you know, I didn't want to say anything, but are we getting fumes from the engine or something? And that's how we told each other, and we were really feeling really strange. Yeah, we've been drugged more than once.
What did it feel like?
Well, we were getting really dizzy. Like I said to her, I said,
Yep.
do you have a fume coming from your engine or something? Because I feel dizzy all of a sudden. And that's when she said, oh, I'm glad you said something. I didn't want to say anything, but I think we've been drugged. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I've been feeling really strange, and I'm thinking of pulling over. And I'm like, what? And so we realized we went, yeah, we had both been drugged. We felt really out of it.
Yeah. Another time I walked like 20 miles and went all the way into this whole other city where I live at, and I went to the restaurant and I got drugged there, and the people working there, they brought me a green drink and they put a spoon next to it purposely to let me know I was being drugged, and so I ended up eating. Huh?
A screw?
No, a spoon.
Oh.
They put a spoon next to the drink, like making fun of it. And so at the time I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I was thirsty. I just walked like 20 miles, so I drank the drink and I'm sitting there eating, and like within a few minutes I started feeling a real strange feeling, and like I was real dizzy and lightheaded, and I felt like I wanted to pass out, and I had to walk 20 miles all the way back home drugged, with cars zooming at me. Like some of the areas I was walking, there was no sidewalks, and there was cars zooming at me like they were going to hit me and kill me, and I'm dizzy, passing out, walking down the street. And you know, that's what they're using it for. That's what all their surveillance is about: drugging people and driving cars at them going 50 miles an hour like they want to hit them and kill them. That's what they're doing to people out here.
Yeah, so they can kind of blame you.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
It's been
I've been hit 10 times by speeding cars. Literally, I mean, busted up. I've had multiple surgeries. And this guy, I get my neck brace off, and this guy who's a neighbor offers to take me to the store. I get out, and he hits me in my back as hard as you could pull out and back into somebody. I mean, as hard as you could nail it. And so now I find out the person that I think is my friend. Hello?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
No, what was it?
Oh, no. And so as hard as they did, they hit me in my back. And then I'm sitting next to my so-called friend going to the doctors because I got, like, issues now. And I see that she's faxing documented papers, like, to Assurance Investigator Fraud Unit guy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse my French, I'm sorry. But it's like, you gotta be kidding me. And then the guy, he waits for me to get off the property. He comes up to me and goes, you lie. I didn't hit you. I hit your walker. You know, and I'm like, no, you know, and I'm like, and he's acting crazy, you know, like, did you get money from the insurance company? I'm like, dude, I don't get a dime of that money. That went to the doctors, so I don't get a dime. You know, so he's like, I don't know if they told him something or if this is all a game. You know, it's all a psychological game, but it's a deadly game. It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I stay away from people. I try to stay in my home as much as possible. Where nobody can bother me. Nobody can try to set me up.
Yeah, but you still got to leave your house to get food, you know, and they're going to come in.
Yeah, and when you go out every single day, you know, see, if you pay attention, start noticing you're getting stalked by all these people you don't know. But as you're getting drugged and electronic weapons and stuff, there may be a few people who stalk you multiple times a day, every single day, along with all the other people you don't even know participating in the stalking.
Yeah.
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 Like I have a video where I'm walking down the street and it's just like on the street theater, all the cars backing up and stuff like that. And I took 2 videos. And in the one video, I noticed the lady walking down the street with a dog, right? And I didn't notice her at first until I looked at the video. And then when I walked her back, Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, I've heard people, and this is one day I really understood what they were saying, and they're like, you know what? Your neighbors are sitting in a